So these are the books that I've found in little libraries since May that are worth keeping. My original video that I did on this, I made in May. I covered 10 books. Since then, I've found 7 books that are worth keeping, so it's been about 5 months. And yeah, so I'll just get to it. The first one is the illustrated biography of Steve Jobs. So, you got pictures. So what's cool about this one is I was thinking about like maybe buying the original biography, the written one. But then I happened on this and it was a nice like refresher on Steve Jobs' life. So the next one is probably the best one in this bunch, which is Isidore's Secret by Marty Link. It's a true crime novel. It's based in Michigan, and that's where I live, Michigan. So it was kind of like more relevant. The backdrop was relevant. And yeah, I don't know, it's just like a really powerful story. It's like a story that stays with you, like you read it and then you're like how could something like this ever happen? So yeah, it makes me want to read more true crime. Next one, it doesn't have a jacket, but it's The English Major by Jim Harrison. So this one had like a unique writing style. I feel like he was trying to like make it like ADD, like appeal to AD people with ADD for some reason. I don't know. He's just trying to like make a modern style. So what's cool? I don't know. It's just cool to find. Like I would have never heard about this author if I didn't find this book in a little library. So I think that's cool because now I'll probably like buy like at least one more of his books now that I know that he exists. So Sign Language by Jerry Seinfeld. So yeah, I don't know. I like Seinfeld. A lot of people do. So, but most of my pretty much all my Seinfeld stuff is Kindle. Like I read the scripts of episodes on Kindle, so it's nice to have like a physical form of something Seinfeld. My only issue with this book was there's a lot of like repeats from the show, so like it wasn't as fun to read as it could have been. Will Grayson by John Green. So this one was like thought-provoking. I don't know if like, I feel like it's maybe not written so much for people like me. But it was thought-provoking, like thinking about like LGBT stuff. But I think in terms of like staying in my library, it just like barely, it's like barely a keeper. But I mean, it was worth reading. I Am the Messenger by Marcus Zusak. So the reason this one's worth keeping is because I think Marv is a great character. I just think he's like hilarious. But the book itself, like as a whole, I didn't think it was that good. Like sometimes you hear books described as like sentimental. I never really like came across a book I thought was sentimental until this one, but yeah, it was too sentimental. And Marv does get ruined like late in the book. Like Zusak, he just ruins Marv. But I kept it because I think like the first, I don't know, half or 3/4 of the book with Marv, those Marv scenes are just great. And the last one is Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. So I actually saw the whole Hunger Games series in a little library. But I already had some of them, but this completed the series for me in terms of owning them. But yeah, I don't know if Hunger Games, like all the books, will stand the test of time in my library. Like I'll probably definitely keep the first one, but I think the series kind of starts to fall off. Like the second one, and I didn't like this third one that much. So yeah, those are the 7 books I've found in a little library since May that are worth keeping. And yeah, maybe 5, or maybe 5 months or half a year down the road, I'll make another one of these videos. These videos are probably my favorite to make. I feel like they're more like creative than my other ones. Just more interesting, I would say. So yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.